Outpost wasn't established as its own separate branch until 1947. Past the walkway on the left, just before that broad street, you see a stone with 5 stars in a circle. That is the final resting place for General Omar Bradley, the last of the 5-star generals, commander of the largest land forces in World War II. Look at the stones on the right, standing at attention like a soldier, in perfect formation every direction you look, horizontally, diagonally, vertically each stone. 42 inches high, 24 inches above ground, 13 inches across, 4 inches thick, and weighing 230 pounds. Each one of these stones is government issued. Look at the stones on the left. Look at the various shapes and sizes. Notice how some are more elaborate than the other stones. Any stone that's different than the standard government issued stone is privately funded, either through family or private organization. And they're the ones responsible for taking care of the stone. So on the way to our first stop, the John F. Kennedy gravesite with the eternal flight. A few months before he was assassinated, President Kennedy paid a surprise visit here to Arlington National Cemetery. And while he was looking at that beautiful view of the city from Arlington House, the Robert E. Lee Memorial, which is one of our stops here today, he said to the park ranger next to him that I could stay here forever. Follow this walkway on the left. Follow this walkway on the left all the way up till you see those trees on the right. And that's the final resting place for Captain Robert Todd Lincoln, the eldest son of Abraham Lincoln, the only one of his sons to reach adulthood. He was by his father's side when he passed away. I was there at the dedication of the Lincoln Memorial, and you can see the Lincoln Memorials on his gravesite. On the right, Supreme Court Justice section of Arlington National Cemetery, Oliver Wendell Holmes, William Rehnquist. And past that tree on the right, you see a semicircular memorial for Secretary of War Weeks. 2 stones behind that is the final resting place for Thurgood Marshall, our first African-American Supreme Court Justice. On the hill on the right, you see Arlington House, the Robert E. Lee Memorial. Notice the flag at half-staff. That is for the 23 funerals we have today, and will remain at half-staff until the final funeral is done for the day. Coming to our stop for the John F. Kennedy gravesite, follow the walkway on the right. Takes you to the final resting place of John F. Kennedy, Jackie Kennedy Onassis, and their 2 infant children. If you walk further, you will see 2 wooden crosses. One cross for Brother Robert Kennedy, other cross for Brother Edward Kennedy, and there's a final memorial stone for the eldest brother Joseph Kennedy.
To be the British representative to the Allied staff here in Washington, D.C. during World War II. He became a very good friend of General George Martin, chaplains who were lost in World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, in that area known as Chaplain's Hill. Now, as we proceed, as you travel through the property of the cemetery, is that you have some sections, such as Section 9 on the right, Section 7 on the left. We'll use a combination in the use of both the standard and the non-standard marker.
Great.
Other sections.
Weird trees.
Now, as we the history of the United States Armed Services. So this is stop number 4. This is
set, arms.
When he have passed away. And now the best view of Washington, D.C. by far, why you folks are here, is in front of his house. So we'll be able to actually go inside the house. Those outside the door, also get a park rate to give some information.
So, what you guys saw over there was me going to Washington D.C. That was the gravesite thingamajiggy, and yeah, this is the first part of Washington D.C. See you in the next part. Goodbye.